See, there are different dimensions of God's presence, all right? There are different dimensions of God's presence, and if you don't understand this principle very well, your spiritual experience is going to be limited. All right, we have the omnipresent dimension of God's presence, meaning that God is everywhere. All right, but God is everywhere does not mean God manifests everywhere. Now, there's something we call the Emmanuel dimension of God's presence. All right, that is the one whereby we come together, when believers come together, and then the presence of God comes down too. Because He says that wherever two or more are gathered in My name, I am there with them. So it's an assurance that it's a covenanted presence. Now, there's also another dimension of God's presence, which is called the glory dimension of God's presence, the Shekinah dimension, whereby the presence of God just comes to interrupt a meeting to show that God is interested in doing something spectacular, whether the person in charge of that meeting, whether the person is aware or not. Now, there's one dimension of God's presence again, which is one of the most powerful also. I'm not listing them by scale of their of how they are rated. All right. Now, there's another dimension of God's presence, which is the indwelling dimension of God's presence. Now, this is the part where a lot of believers don't know. All right, a lot of believers don't know that they carry the indwelling dimension of God's presence. The moment you are born again and you have the Spirit of God inside of you, the Bible said that how God anointed Jesus of Nazareth, Acts 10:38, you say how God anointed Jesus Christ of Nazareth with the Holy Ghost and with power, who went about doing good and healing all that were oppressed of the devil, for God was with him. Now, what made us know that God was with him was because of the first statement, say how God anointed Jesus with the Holy Ghost. So meaning that the moment you carry the Holy Ghost, you carry the presence of God. That anywhere you go, demons should begin to scream. Anywhere you go, it's as if God is there already. It's not as if God is there already. Because while you carry the token of God's presence, you carry God. All right, you carry God. Have you forgotten in the Old Testament? The Bible said anywhere they carry the Ark of Covenant to, the Bible said that victory was sure for the Israelites. If the Ark of Covenant was taken to a place, victory was sure. So imagine you just going to a place and then you are sure that victory will be sure for you. Oh my God.